Hello everyone, my name is Jenna Montanez and I am going to make for you some authentic sofrito. Sofrito is used primarily with Hispanics. We use it in our soups, our stews, our rice, our beans, even to marinate our meats. So this is my first time making sofrito and I'm excited to share my recipe with you all. Don't forget, if you have yet to subscribe to my channel, be sure to. My YouTube channel is Jenna vs Life, so Jenna versus Life. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and give it a thumbs up, and I will add the ingredients after the video. Okay, so I'm gonna start with just all of my main ingredients. So I'm gonna share with you all of what I have here. Okay, so typically we use cilantro. This is the most important, is cilantro and culantro. So we have both of them here. We have our red, orange, and yellow and green peppers. I have Spanish onions, sweet peppers, and mild peppers, along with my garlic, okay? I add capers, as well as olives. You're gonna need some extra virgin olive oil and some vinegar. And most importantly, sazon to add to the end, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead here and just cut up everything and rinse it. Be sure to rinse really well. You wanna make sure you rinse all of your vegetables really well prior to adding everything into your blender. All right, so here I am just going to add my bunches of cilantro to our bowl because I'm going to rinse this really well. Be sure to take off the rubber bands. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and rinse this and I'll be right back. All right, now in here, as you can see, I have all of my cilantro just sitting in some water, and we're gonna let this all sit here for about 10 minutes, okay? We wanna get all the debris, all of the dirt, and all that grittiness off of our cilantro. We do not want to add that into our blender. All right, and so here I have the cilantro. We're gonna do our culantro next. Now, any little bad pieces that you see, go ahead and just take off anything that's like nasty or gritty, because we don't want that in our blender. Just take the pieces out, however many you need to remove. Whether it's just a small portion or the whole entire branch, just go, or the whole entire stem, just take the whole entire stem out. All right, so I removed all of the extra stems that are like really just gritty and brown and nasty. So all of my fresh vegetables here, I bought from the fresh market in Cleveland towards West 25th. It's called the West Side Market. I'll be sure to drop that video, a portion of that video towards the end of this, so you can see how amazing all of the fruits and vegetables were as you're like walking in. It was really a sight to see. They have so much fruit, so much vegetables. Everything was just so affordable. So I'm gonna go ahead and rinse these and I'll be right back. All right, so here we have our culantro. It is soaking. I'm gonna let this soak as well for about 10 minutes. The culantro is very gritty. There's a lot of dirt, but when I tell you, oh, it smells so amazing. This herb is just, wow. One of my favorites, culantro and cilantro, my very most favorite. I add this in every single thing that I cook with, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and let this sit as well. All right, guys, I am back. I am going to turn this way here so you all can see. I'm going to start chopping up all of my veggies, okay? So I have the cilantro and the culantro here. Everything's rinsed. I'm letting it kind of dry into the bowl. I will take a paper towel and get as much of the wet and moisture off of the leaves. So we're gonna go ahead and chop our veggies. I do like to keep, you know, a lot of the vegetables. Whatever I can keep, I try to keep, okay, in veins. So you're gonna go ahead and remove all the seeds, okay, as much as you can, and put it in our little trash bowl here, all right? And then we're going to just chop everything up into just small, like bite-sized pieces, because remember, this is going into the blender. You don't want your blender to have to work too extra hard. So the smaller the pieces, the better, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and chop all of this up. All right, and then we're just gonna put them all here to the side, okay? Just so I can kind of show you guys, all right? So I typically use, well, I watched my family make sofrito in the past, and so the measurements, it's kind of give or take. Some people like a lot of garlic, some people do not. Some add tomato sauce, or I'm sorry, a whole tomato to their sofrito mixture. That's more of the like Dominican way, is to add tomato to the blender. However, we're gonna make it the authentic Puerto Rican style here. All right, so we're just gonna chop everything up really well and add it to our bowl. All right, up next, our red pepper. Go ahead, remove any stickers you might have, all of the seeds, the red pepper. So as I was saying a few seconds ago, it's kind of your preference of what you like. I love the cilantro and the culantro, and I love the onion and the garlic. So it's your preference of how many of what you would like to add. So I'm putting 2 green peppers, two large green peppers, 1 red pepper, just to give it that pretty red color to the sofrito. All right, and then I'm going to add an orange and a yellow. We're gonna go ahead and cut those. Take out all the seeds. Next, we're gonna do our sweet, mild, and our hot pepper. We're gonna just take the tips off of these, and then we're going to take all the seeds out. You probably will have to slice this in half so you can get all of the seeds out. Some people like the seeds, which is fine. All right, our mild and sweet peppers. Next, our Spanish onion. I am going to use 2 Spanish onions, okay? So I use 2 green peppers, 1 red pepper, 1 yellow pepper, 1 orange pepper, 2 mild, and 2 sweet peppers, okay? And we're gonna use about 3 heads of garlic. All right, just in case anyone's wondering, I have my Cutco knife here. Highly recommended, love Cutco. All of my knives are Cutco from a Cutco set that I purchased. These knives are absolutely amazing. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and chop all of our onions. All right, remember, we're only chopping everything just so our blender does not have to work any more harder than what it has to, okay? So we're adding that all there. All right, and next I'm going to do the garlic. I'm gonna pat down the cilantro and the culantro. I'm gonna pat it down dry just to make sure we got a lot of the moisture out of the stems. All right, so I'm just gonna continue with this. We're almost there, guys. All right, so I'm gonna lay this paper towels down and dry off as much of these stems of the culantro and the cilantro. Just pat it all dry really, really well. Again, we don't want our sofrito to be extremely runny, okay? It'll be like really wet and runny, almost like a really thin smoothie. We don't want that. I like my sofrito to be thicker, really, really thick, okay? I am using 2 bundles of cilantro and 2 bundles of culantro. So I'm just patting that dry, all right? And I'm going to go on in and just start chopping it up into small pieces so we can add it into our blender. You might come across some bad stems, that's fine. If you missed it, just remove them. I thought I did, but I guess I missed a few more. All right, so we are going to add our olives, okay? I'm going to recommend, oops, yikes. All right, I'm going to recommend some of the olive juice, which I love, and about half of the jar of olives, okay? So half of the jar. Maybe not quite half, but about a quarter of the jar of olives. And then we're going to add our capers, okay? The capers, I'm going to suggest a little bit of the juice alongside with the capers. Let me get a knife here. I'm gonna say I have maybe about 60 capers in here. And we're gonna use the juices as well for some flavoring. All right, we're gonna add those to the side over here for a moment. Also, my green olives do not have any pits, so these are depitted, just so you're aware. All right, so let me just give you a close look here. All right, so here we are. Our capers, our olives, our cilantro, culantro, all of our peppers, our garlic, all of these amazing veggies we're going to add into our blender. All right. Alrighty guys, so I've got the blender rinsed and ready to go, okay? Bear with me on how to use this. So, starting off, we're going to use extra virgin olive oil. Okay, we're gonna add a couple of drizzles to the bottom. And about 2 caps of vinegar. All right. Leave the vinegar out because we're going to use more vinegar. Or I'm sorry, use the extra virgin olive oil out because we're going to use that to continue to process the ingredients. So start off with handfuls, okay? So you're gonna add handfuls, a little bit of everything. a little bit of garlic, a little bit of onions, red peppers, green peppers, orange peppers, yellow peppers, mild peppers, okay? And then we're going to go ahead and blend that up. And then, after I blend it up, I'm gonna add a little bit of cilantro and culantro. I'm going to add it to my bowl. I'm gonna tell you why, because obviously all of this is not gonna fit in my Ninja blender. Shout out to my husband. He got this for us and it's absolutely amazing. I really love it. So we're going to dump this inside here and then just keep making batches and dumping, making batches and dumping. Only because you could just only fit so much in here, okay? All right, so make sure this is on nice and tight. And then go ahead and start your blending. As you can see, this Ninja is the bomb.com, guys. All right, so you could either add the cilantro from the top, or you can also, sorry, this thing is so hard to get off. We're gonna add some cilantro, culantro. We're gonna add some of our capers and our caper juice, some of our olives and olive juice, a little bit more garlic, a little bit more peppers. Again, you're just gonna keep adding, guys. Keep adding. And then when this is pretty full, we're gonna dump it, okay? All right, make sure that's on, nice and tight. Oopsie. All right, so if it is too full, it will not blend properly, so. And then just be sure to go from the bottom, grab the bottom, bring it up, just so everything can get mixed through really well. Oh my goodness, guys, if you were to smell this, it smells like heaven, y'all. Oh my goodness, guys, check that out. It smells so phenomenal. All right, we dumped a batch in here. Look at how nice and thick it is. It's not runny, and it smells absolutely amazing, okay? All right, next batch. All right, and our last batch. We're adding the last batch in here. And the reason why I did it in batches, again, as I explained before, is because sometimes you'll have a different color or more onion, more pepper in one batch or the other. This way here, if we add it in a bowl, we can mix everything, okay? You can mix everything really, really well. And this is a lot of sofrito, guys, okay? A lot of sofrito. All right, and then next, you can taste it. To try it, to see. Maybe you need a little bit of something else, but all right, now we're going to add our sesame. Sesame, I might add a little pinch of salt and pepper. stir that in really well. This smells phenomenal. Oh my goodness, if you guys were just to smell this house, it smells so great. Guys, my eyes are watering from the onions and the mild peppers and the sweet peppers. This green here, the color, oh my goodness. Nice and green, guys. Look at this. I wish I knew how large this was. This is a pretty big bowl. Pretty big mixing bowl, one of my larger bowls. But it smells so great, guys. All right. Again, you can taste it. You can try it. Let me get a plastic spoon and try it. Oh my goodness. Guys, when I tell you it's amazing, it's amazing. I added a touch of adobo and a little bit of salt. It's not wet, it's not runny. It has a really nice thick consistency. This is exactly how it's supposed to be. Not runny at all. All right, guys, so here we are. I'm super excited. It smells so good. I'm so proud of myself. I cannot wait to drop some of this off to my father. He's gonna be like, wow. I mean, I'm pretty impressed. For my first batch of Sofrito ever. It looks really amazing, it smells amazing, and it tastes amazing. Don't forget, guys, to subscribe. Jenna vs Life, Jenna versus Life.